Good morning to all you fabulous, bold, radical A4J divas. This is Trail of Jill and Trail, founders of Detour Movement, and I'm coming to you live. It is not even 6 a.m. on this morning, but we received email on last evening, and it was about some advice, and it pertains to work-life balance. And the individual wanted suggestions of how basically to maintain the work-life balance. And instead of just answering that question for the one person, I was pretty sure that many people out there have the same or similar issues, so I just wanted to address it via video. So basically the question is, a person, they accepted a third shift position, which is only a temporary position, and because of that, they are having problems just trying to maintain their schedule between praying, between working out, reading the word, and also attending church services. And the sacrifices, they are separated from their two oldest male children because of this, for this temporary position that they have accepted. So they wanted just some suggestions of how to stay on track, how to still get the word in, get prayer in, and all that stuff in the midst of everything going on. So I just wanted to offer a few suggestions here. What I do want to say is, I appreciate your sacrifice, and I know it is definitely a sacrifice being away from your children. And unfortunately, sometimes we do have to make certain sacrifices just to get to the places that we need to get in life, and to establish and to establish and reach certain goals. So I do applaud you for that, for being able to make that sacrifice. Not many people are able to do that, and I will definitely be praying for your strength in the Lord, and for you also to be able to maintain that relationship with the children, and come against the enemy of anything that he will attempt to do. So let's get right in it. First things first here. Because you're working a third shift position, I'm pretty sure you're not going to be able to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning or stay up 6 o'clock in the morning to pray. So what you'll need to do is set aside different days of the week and or times of the week to do certain things. Let's say you want to pray at least for 15 minutes per day. What you may want to do, once you get off of your third shift position, you take a few hours nap, and then you designate that time when you get up to going in your word and praying. If it's only for 15 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour, whatever you can dedicate or put toward that time, that's fine. God is not looking so much for quantity, but he's looking for quality time. So if you're able to spend quality time with him, be it 15 minutes or an hour, that will definitely help you on your journey. Now, as it relates to church services, I'm sure that services are on Sundays. So if you're working on Sundays, you may have to do something alternative, such as look at the videos via live stream, or make sure you're attending the Bible study services throughout the week, or other services that they may have throughout the week. I'm not sure how flexible your job is with probably just requesting one Sunday off or one Saturday night off to attend an early morning 8 o'clock service if you do have that service. If your church does not offer that, you may want to attend a service that has an 8 o'clock service or early morning service, so that you will be able to attend that service and not miss out on church services altogether. Now, as far as your workout is concerned, you also need to set aside a time and also a few days out the week to see when you can get your exercise in. Again, if you're working third shift, if you're going to come home, take a nap, I'm sure, for a few hours, get up, spend time in your word, spend time in prayer, then you may want to set aside another 30 minutes for 3 days out the week, 30 to 45 minutes, where you can exercise as well. That may be mid-afternoon or right before work, or even if you have an opportunity while you're on your shift to take a 30-minute lunch break and do some walking or jogging in place or jumping jacks. You will have to be strategic in this process, because you're on a temporary schedule, temporary shift change, and you're making these sacrifices. You're going to have to sacrifice other things in your life in order to be able to still do the things that you enjoy doing, and to help you continue to grow spiritually. So I believe that's the three things that you stated. You wanted to be able to read your word, attend services, and also to work out. So those are the things that I would suggest to you. The number one thing with work-life balance is just make sure you're creating a schedule that works for you. Don't try to overexhaust yourself. Don't do anything that's unrealistic. Any goals that you set, they have to be realistic. So if you know you can't work out 5 to 6 days a week like you normally would, you may want to cut back on your diet, or make sure not cut back on your diet, cut back on the foods that you should not be eating, if that's the case, and making sure that you're implementing a healthy diet 90% of the time, and getting your exercise in 10% of the time, because that would definitely help. And any type of exercise and movement is good, so you don't have to go in the gym for an hour and a half to 2 hours, but making sure that you continue to keep moving. So you have to be strategic, even with your worshiping time, your praying time, your studying same time, you're going to have to be strategic. And also, again, that's going to be another sacrifice because you're going to have to set time aside in order to do that. What I do first thing in the morning, I just begin praying. It's not about my position of my physical body, but it's about the condition of my heart. So I'm in the bed a lot of the times when I'm praying. I'm in the car riding a lot of the times when I'm praying. In order to hear my word, if I can't sit down and read it all the time, I listen to my word, and God will give me revelation through me even listening to the word, and I will begin to just jot notes down. So another thing I would advise you to do, just keep a pen and a piece of paper handy, and that way you can journal whatever God gives you during that time of you reading the word. He will give you revelation and things that you can jot down and then refer back to. So you're going to have to be strategic, and you're just going to have to come up with just unique ways of how you can implement all of those things and still stay on track. I know you say you see your children, I'm assuming, on the weekends. Continue that. If at any time during the week you can see them, or just make sure you're in touch with them throughout the week, which I'm sure you are. Continue to build that relationship, because just because you're not there physically, you want to make sure that you still have a great presence in their life throughout the week. They know who mom is. They respect you. And they also are, doing what they need to do outside of them not being in the house with you. And I'm sure you're working on that as well. So I'll continue to keep you lifted in that area, because I know the struggles of being a single mom. But thank God you do have the help there available to you. So just to recap quickly, what I want to advise you to do is just to be strategic. Be strategic as far as coming up with unique ways of how you can implement those things and still stay on track, still have balance in your life. Number 2 will be to prioritize and just set aside different days and different times where you can implement your prayer. You can implement your time of reading scripture, and you can implement working out and attending church services. Again, if attending service on Sunday is just simply out of the question right now, make sure you live stream or attend weekly Bible study, or if you can request, like I said, a day off, a Saturday off a month, and attend an early morning Sunday worship service, then do that. You just have to come up with a strategic plan in order to do that. With your workouts, you can do bedside workouts. You can get up first thing in the morning and do a workout, or you can do that after you have done your spiritual tasks as far as reading and praying. So you just have to come up with a way of how you can still implement that and stay on track. So those are the things that I would like to advise you to do, just to be strategic and just to prioritize so that you can stay on track and that you can continue to grow in God and grow in yourself as well. I hope this information was helpful to you. Please do leave your feedback. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel at Jillian Terrell. We're also on Google+, Jillian Terrell, and also Twitter. I want to hear from you. Let me know if this has helped you. Let me know what your feedback is as far as any suggestions or anything else that you can provide to us as it relates to work-life balance. And I also have a blog that I wrote some time ago that I'll be posting as well as it relates to this topic. And hopefully you'll be able to get some more insight and information out of that blog as well. Until next time, this is Trell of Jillian Terrell, and I'm signing off.